we have the first type of non-stoichiometric point defect, which is a metal deficiency. For example, NiO crystal. So I have taken up an example of NiO crystal in which Ni2 plus is a cation or metal while O2 minus is a anion. So Ni2 plus O2 minus, Ni2 plus O2 minus. So cation and anion are alternately arranged. Now you can see over here one cation or one metal is missing from its regular site in the crystal structure, which is Ni2 plus. So from this structure of NiO, you can see that the one cation or one metal is missing from its regular site in the crystal. So that is why it is called as metal deficiency defect. Metal deficiency means total number of metal or total number of cation is less as compared to the total number of anion. For example, here we have 6 O2 minus means 6 anion and 5 cation. So the ratio between cation and anion in this structure will be disturbed. So we have 6, 5 Ni2 plus and 6 O2 minus. So the ratio between cation and anion will be disturbed, which is 5 to 6. That is why it is called non-stoichiometric. In case of non-stoichiometric, the ratio between cation and anion will be disturbed. And also because of the absence of one metal, one Ni2 plus, we have the deficiency of two positive charges. So because of the absence of or vacancy of one metal Ni2 plus, because one cation or one metal is absent from its regular site, we have the deficiency of two positive charges. We have the deficiency of two positive charges in the structure. So how will you make up this deficiency of plus two charges? We can make up or we can made up the deficiency of two positive charges by increasing the oxidation state of other two Ni2 plus metal, because Ni nickel shows variable oxidation state, nickel shows plus 2 oxidation state, also nickel shows plus 3 oxidation state. So we can make up this deficiency of two positive charges in the structure by increasing the oxidation state of other Ni2 plus ion. So I am going to convert or I am going to increase the oxidation state from Ni2 plus to Ni3 plus. So because the deficiency is equal to two positive charges, so here also I am going to convert, I am going to increase the oxidation state of nickel. So Ni2 plus to Ni3 plus. So by increasing the oxidation state of other Ni2 plus ion to Ni3 plus, we can make up the deficiency of two positive charges. So by making the deficiency of two positive charges, the electrical neutrality is maintained, means we have equal number of positive and negative charges. So by increasing oxidation state of other Ni2 plus ion, in case of metal deficiency, we can maintain the electrical conductivity or electrical neutrality of the substance, which means we have equal number of positive and negative charges. So this is how we consider the first type of non-stoichiometric point defect, which is then the second type of non-stoichiometric point defect, which is a metal excess defect. And metal excess defect are of two types. Number one, extra positive ion, and second one is a bi-anion vacancy. Now what is the meaning of metal excess defect? Metal excess means total number of metal, total number of cation is more as compared to the total number of anion. In the last part we have seen metal deficiency defect. Metal deficiency means metal is absent, cation is absent, or we can say that total number of metal or total number of cation is less as compared to the total number of anion. But in case of metal excess, which means excess of metal, means metal number or cation number is more as compared to the total number of anion. So first we will understand the metal excess defect, the first type of metal excess defect, which is a extra positive ion. So this is the example of extra positive ion. Now I have taken up one example of extra positive ion, which is a ZnO crystal, in which Zn2 plus is a metal or cation while O2 minus is a anion. So Zn2 plus O2 minus, Zn2 plus O2 minus. So cation, anion are alternately arranged. Now look at the structure. You can see over here there are total 9 Zn2 plus ion, while O2 minus anion number is equal to or there are total 8 anions, means the ratio between cation and anion will be disturbed. There are total 9 cation or metal and there are total 8 anion, means O2 minus. So the ratio between cation and anion is going to be 9 to 8, which means the ratio will be disturbed. That is why it is called non-stoichiometric, or we can say that it is a metal excess defect, because the metal is excess and this excess metal occupies the interstitial position in the crystal structure of ZnO, and also its electron occupies the interstitial position of the crystal structure. So excess metal or excess cation occupies the interstitial position, also its electron occupies the interstitial position. So that is why it is called metal excess defect, which means total number of metal is more as compared to the total number of anion. Now what is the use of metal excess defect? Due to the metal excess defect, the extra electrons or free electron enter in the crystal structure of the substance. That is why the electrical conductivity increases. So because of the entering free electrons, extra electron, the electrical conductivity of that substance increases. Also the substance have got the paramagnetic nature due to the presence of free electron. Also because of the free electrons, the structure have got the colored. So there are three uses of metal excess defect. Number one, due to the metal excess defect, free electrons entering in the crystal, so that is why it conduct more electrical conductivity, or electrical conductivity increases. Second one, because of the presence of free electrons, extra electrons, the structure have got the paramagnetic nature and also color. Now we will explain the second type of metal excess defect, which is a anion vacancy. So second type of metal excess defect, which is a by anion vacancy. Anion vacancy means vacancy of anion is created in the crystal structure of NaCl, which means the total number of anion is less as compared to the total number of cation. Means again the ratio between cation and anion will be disturbed, that we call it non-stoichiometric point effect. For example, by anion vacancy, I have taken up example of anion vacancy, which is a sodium chloride. Sodium is a metal cation while Cl is an anion. So Na positive Cl minus, Na positive Cl minus. So cation anions are alternately arranged. Now look at the structure. You can see over here one anion Cl minus is missing from its regular site in the crystal structure of NaCl. So that is why vacancy is created. That is why it is called by anion vacancy, means vacancy of anions created in the crystal structure of NaCl. So you can see over here one Cl minus, one anion is missing from its regular site. That is why the ratio between Na and Cl is 8 to 7, means 8 sodium Na plus metal cation, while the total number of Cl minus anion is 7, because one Cl minus, one anion is missing from its regular site. Now this missing Cl minus ion combine with sodium to form sodium chloride, and the electron releasing from the sodium. So this electron which is releasing from the sodium. Now this electron which is releasing from the sodium occupies this vacant site of anion. So this electron occupies the vacant site of Cl minus. So this vacant site of anion which is occupied by electron is called epicenter or colored center. So this is called epicenter. So this is called epicenter because here the electron releasing from the sodium occupies the vacant site of Cl minus anion. So the vacant site occupied by the vacant site of anion which is occupied by electron is called epicenter or colored center. Now because of the epicenter, sodium chloride shows yellow color. Before this effect, sodium chloride is white in color. Sodium chloride is white in color, but when this defect is generated, means anion vacancy is generated, NaCl shows yellow color due to the presence of the epicenter or color center. So before this defect generated, sodium chloride is white. After this defect generated, sodium chloride shows yellow color due to the formation of epicenter. So this is how we consider